Hello everyone. Right, this is my video. I'm just decided I'm gonna start uploading some video to YouTube. So basically this is my first or second attempt, I believe. But I have this TV which I just got from a friend who was gonna throw it out because it's not powering on, and I suspect it's something to do with the power supply. Basically when it's plugged in, the red light shows, but when you press the remote control it just clicks back off. So I'm guessing there may be some like blown caps or something on the board, and yeah, I'm gonna attempt to repair it. Now, and I must warn you guys that this is dangerous. I have been messing around with electronics for the last 4 years, and I've been watching quite a lot of videos on YouTube. BigClive.com, Julian Eyelet, EEV blog, and a couple of other guys that I've been watching, and I've been messing around and playing around with electronics now for 4 years on and off. So I know about the dangers of playing with live voltage and things, and I do have a lot of DC like things that I mess around with. Here's a project that I'm copying from Julian Eyelet, and you can see I've been building some battery packs to set up my own DC power and so on and so forth. And here I've actually built a desktop power supply for using a computer power supply, which I had now for like the last 3-4 years. Oh yeah, another thing, in order to show you to take the back cover off, so you take out all the screws. Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You take out these 4 to take the stand off as well. 7, yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 screws. Yeah, all of those need to come out, and plus the stand need to come off before the cover can come off. So I'll try and show you what I'm doing. I've already taken out 2 of these screws already, and left 2 just to show you guys. Yeah. So let's take this off. Once it's out, you got to lift it and slide it back, because there's a clip that's holding it. These 2 clip here, there's a clip, it slides underneath that, so you got to lift it and slide it out a bit. Yeah, now the screws do hold it a bit, and it's kind of difficult to take the screws out. I don't have a magnet screwdriver to really pull anything out, so I got to work it my way. Yeah, so like I said, I'm no expert, so I'm just doing it my way. Okay, and this is how you learn anyway. So that comes off. Yeah, then I'll now take the rest of the screws out, and then once that's done, this just lifts straight off. The cover just lifts straight off. There's nothing, clips or anything holding it down. So you can see I'm kind of short for space where I am, because I basically live in a studio flat, so it's tight. Right, so I'll get this off and then I'll be back. Right, so back to the power supply. So what we look for is actually any caps that's bulging, and straight away I can see there's 1, 2, 3 that look like it's going or gone already, and there's another 2 over here. So straight away we know those are the culprits, so they need to come out. Yeah, but as a warning, remember, if this TV was plugged in, this cap, which is a 450 volt cap, is really dangerous and may have electricity in it that can kill you. So please be careful. Yeah. Now I'm gonna take this off, and then I'll short the cap out just to make sure, and then we move from there. So basically these ribbons come out, these connectors, so we just take these off and they just pull straight up. This is the mains going in, so make sure that's not connected when you're doing this. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws to come out, and then I'll lift this board out. Yeah, sorry about the shakiness of this video, but I'm currently holding my phone in my hand. I don't have a sophisticated setup, stands and all, so I'm just holding this as I go. So like I said, we need to short this cap out just to make sure there's no voltage in it. So I'm just gonna turn this over, and I'm just gonna short these two out. Notice I'm holding the screwdriver, so I'm not touching any metal. Yeah, and just touch those two together just to make sure. Yeah, before I go prowling in here. Yeah, so satisfied with that. And as a backup measure, I think I'll just turn my tester on. Yeah, put it on. I put it on AC, and I know it's cheap, but at least it will blow up and not me. Yeah, like that. So negative, put this in shot so you guys can see it, and let's touch away. So that there, and it says 0 volts. Happy with that. Okay, so let's go. So turn this board back over. So what I'm going to attempt to do now is to remove the caps that are bulging. So if I try and show you guys here, you can see it's this cap, and there's a few over this side as well. Yeah, these ones as well, which are bulging. So so let's look at them. This look like it's actually, this one look like it's actually going as well. This looks okay. Yeah, so bulging, going. Yeah, that one looks okay. Yeah, these looks okay as well. Over this side we got 2 bulging there. That small one is okay. Everything else looks okay. Like I said, I'm no expert, so I know what a lot of these components are from like watching videos over the years and playing around with power supplies and things, but I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to try and explain and tell you about no circuitry or thing. If you want to do that, go to EEV blog or bigclive.com, and those guys are expert in their field, and you know, they can teach you about these things. But basic electronics, I'm just basic right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and replace these caps, and then we'll be right back. Yes, and another thing, before you remove the capacitors, be aware of the polarity. So normally if you look at any cap, there is a this side is normally the negative, and then you have the positive. And also on some circuit boards, like for instance here, it actually tell you, show you where the positive and negative parts are. But on a cap, this white stripe here normally signifies the negative side. So what I normally do when I'm taking stuff off boards and to replace them, I normally go around and take a picture of the board in all different directions just to make sure. Okay, so be aware of that before you go pulling any of the caps out. Otherwise, you know, you could have some disaster if you do put them in the wrong way. Okay guys, so right, so these are all the capacitors here that I've taken out, and as you can see, all of them are bulging or actually showing signs of bulging. And what I found is that the green and the blue ones are the weak ones. The other ones are quite high quality. So what I've done was replace all the green ones and the one blue one that was there with the equivalent. So you can see I marked the ones that I've replaced with X's. So I replaced this one, that one, and that one. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there should be another one as well. 5 of them I replaced. Yeah. Oh yeah, and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So what I've done was mark the ones I've done with X's. Now, I mean, I had some spare capacitors in a box which matches most of them except these two, which are just some equivalent ones. So this is a 16 volt 2700, and I replaced it with a 16 volts 2200. That's all I have. And then this one is a 6.5 volts 4700, and I think this is a 6.55 volts. I think it's a 2700. So that's quite like 2000 UF lower. I don't know if it's gonna work, but so that's all I have at the moment. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put the board in, test it, and see if it works. If it does work, I'll switch it off, and then I'll order the part from RS Components, which is what I normally buy my stuff, good quality stuff from, if I want it. Otherwise, yeah, I can't wait for it to come from China. It's gonna take too long. And if I could get this TV back up and running, it will prevent my friend from going to buy another one. Yeah. Right, so let's put the board back into the TV, and then take it from there. So I know it goes this way. So I'm gonna line up everything. Make sure it's all lined up. So I'll screw this in, and then put the cover back on, and then take it from there. So put that in, and one more, that in. So I know that's all hooked up now. I just need to pop the screws back in. Just find my screwdriver, what I've done with it. Oh yeah, this is my soldering station which I use. It's a cheap one, but that's all I can afford at the moment, and you know what, it works. If you see there, that's what I was soldering at, 350 degrees. So no longer need it, so I'm gonna switch that off. That's my soldering iron, and that's my heat gun there. And it also has a 5 volt output, and it has a has a power source on it where you can get output up to, I think, 2 amps. But I don't really use that. I just use my normal power supply, and plus I'm also building another power supply anyway, which I'm gonna show you guys later in the next video. So let's put these screws in. So let's put these back in. The tip of this screwdriver is too big. Where's my other one? 1 minute. Right, I'm back. So what I'll do is just put the screws in first without tightening them, and then once I have it in, once I have them all in, then I'll go about tightening them. It's a bit awkward, like holding the phone and the camera at the same time, so it's like it's a bit cock-handed, if you know what I mean. Like I said, guys, I'm just showing you how I do it. Like I said, I'm not an engineer. I've just been messing around with electronics for the last 4 years, 5 years now, I think, 4 or 5 years, and it's just to do DIY stuff. So now all of them are in, I can go about tightening them. Not too tight, because you don't want to damage the board. So just hand tighten, and if you see I'm holding the screwdriver, I'm not like putting power on it, I'm just lightly. Yeah, once the screwdriver spins, I stop. That's it. Yeah, so the board is all in, everything is in. I'm not gonna put the back cover on yet. I'm gonna plug it in and see if it comes on. Wish me luck. Okay, yeah, I just put the cover back on because it was a bit difficult to put the stand on, and as you can see, if I put the screws through it goes too far in without the back cover being on, and I didn't want it to damage the board or go in too deep somewhere in between. Also, when you're putting the cover back on, you need to pay attention to this wire, which clips into here like that. Yeah, just to secure the power cable, and then it should shut properly. Once you put the screws in, it should all tighten up nicely. So you can see, I'm just gonna put the screws in now, put the stand on, and then set it up, and then I'll be back to you again. Okay guys, TV is all set up. As you can see, it's my ALBA, and so far I don't see no lights on at the moment because I just powered it up. So moment of truth, let's power it on. I hear a beep. What's happening now? I hear a beep. Come on. Yeah, it works. Oh yeah, it works. Let me put in an aerial. 1 minute.
Struggling to see the point of any of it, actually. You listen to me. No.
As you can see,
No, whatever you're thinking now.
it's all working. Oh wow, I'm impressed with myself. Let me grab the remote, change a few channels just to make sure. So remote is here, so let's test out power. Standby. Yep, that works. On. Yep, that's on. 4, 3, volume.
And I'm joined by its chief executive now, Sam Smithers. Thank you for coming in to talk to me
Okay,
about this.
guys.
Say they can close the gender pay gap by 2030.
That's it.
10 years before the Why should it even take that long?
I hope you.
Gender pay gap is a complex thing.
I hope you enjoy.
Figure, but it has multiple causes. And
I hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching. Remember, I'm new to this YouTube video production. I hope you find this video useful. If so, please give it a thumbs up. If not, please leave a comment below. Also, please hit the subscribe button in order to be notified of my possible next video. Megan.